back to Bloom. The holidays are a great time for parents to teach their kids important lessons about money. Joining us with 5 ways parents can teach kids about money is financial expert and author of How Money Works, Tom Mathews. Welcome to Bloom, Tom.
Thank you.
So why is it so important to teach children about money?
Well, it's something that's a life skill you need to have with you for as soon as you're old enough to even know what money is. And so we wrote this book so that people, whether you're a young child or you're retired, can learn the fundamental principles that can become a life skill that can take you all the way through your financial future. And
why are the holidays such a good time to start this?
Well, I think that the holidays are a time when, you obviously want to be generous and you want to do gifting and different things, but you also have to keep an eye on your finances and where things are headed that way, because if you're not careful, you'll overexpend and it just has consequences. And we like to teach you the cause and effect of all this, so that when you do smart things with money, smart things happen.
And I understand that you have 5 ways to get started. What's the first way?
Well, I think that when you get a gift and there's money involved, that you ought to consider saving some of that. It's one of the things we like to teach, whether you get it for an allowance or a gift or a birthday or a Christmas, to learn how to take part of it and save it, to prepare for the future, to put it aside in a smart place and have it be able to take care of you if a rainy day comes along.
And what's the second tip?
Well, the second one would be to, as you look at budgeting, you're trying to figure out, what should I do? Where should I put it? How much of it? Do I save half my allowance or my Christmas gift? We teach people the principles of how much to put aside. It's a little bit based on your age. The thing that the people that are younger have going for them is the gift of time. You've got so much time on your hands that a very small amount over a long period of time can make a huge difference when it comes to your net worth and your retirement.
Yeah, my husband and my daughter just got her first job out of college, and we're trying to really stress that now more than ever. Such great advice. What's the third tip?
Well, we like to teach people the difference between wants and needs. There's things you need, like a roof over your head and clothes on your back and food in your belly. But a want is something different. A want is like the new Xbox or something. And so you got to learn the difference and learn what's important to spend your money on and what's not. And the most important thing is that you give yourself a different feeling in life when you have financial security. And even though the money you have saved may be invisible to your friends, whereas something you could buy might be visible to them, at the end, the most important part is how it makes you feel and what that gives you a chance to do with your life.
Wow, this is incredible. All right, what's the fourth tip?
Well, we like to teach people how to think before they spend. When you look at what you do with money, quite often it's just a reaction. You get some money and you want to just run out and spend it. But if you'll think for a second, and we teach things like the Rule of 72 and things that teach you really the time value of money, that even though it may be a smaller amount today, that amount compounded over the rest of the years, it could be a massive thing. And so if something you were going to spend money on today, if you felt like it was worth that higher amount, well, then you might consider doing it. But often you'll look at it and go, gosh, I wouldn't spend that much on that. Well, that's what you did when you spent the money today and lost the time value of that money going forward.
Wow, all right, and the fifth tip?
The last one is we like to teach people the spirit of giving, that when you have blessings like we all have, whether it be your health or in this case finances, you share that. And we like to teach people how to give back and how to be smart with that, but also have a spirit of that, so that you learn what's important, that when you have a lot of blessings come your way, you need to share that with others.
Gosh, those are really 5 amazing tips, and I also kind of like, you almost get me into the psychology of it as to the why, and I think that helps people understand why it's so important. It's just more than just saving money. You walk people through 5 steps of just how to do it. I love it, Tom. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much for having us on today.
Oh, absolutely, and I want to give folks your information. If you would like to visit Tom's website, go to howmoneyworks.com. I hope you have a great holiday.
Thank you very much. You too.
All right, we'll be back with more Bloom just ahead. Stick around.